Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. This is 2K Sports, bringing you tonight's game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has three key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, it's hard to remember that Markkanen had a slow start to his pro career because now he's a candidate for the 50, 40, 90 club almost every year.
Pass to Adebayo. The Celtics working the ball around now. Thompson inside the line. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
One of the purest shooters you'll ever see. Thompson's form impeccable.
And that one drops for him.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Back to Porter. A 10. Short, but it's good off the front iron.
Stepping in, Porter Jr. Mid-range jumpers are like layups for an elite shooter like MPJ.
Markkanen in the corner. Pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo.
Timeout.
He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Celtics making a change here. To the left side wing. Williamson outside. Williamson, the screen. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dumps from Zion.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Thompson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Outside Wilson. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Richardson. Celtics leading by 8. Halliburton with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Porter, no luck. Here's Raleigh now. Thompson inside the line. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got 5 now.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Mitchell wide open. The offensive rebound from past the arc. And Thompson is good for 3. Thompson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Raleigh. Pass to Williamson. The kick out to Porter. And here's Richardson. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Again, the miss by the Celtics. It's stolen by Adebayo.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they're making their own look at how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense. Nothing new for McDyess, exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Back to Miller. Ewing right side. Holly with the rebound. Down low. Here's Markkanen. Thompson left side. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Kicks it to Waiters. Back to Porter. This one for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that shot is a confidence builder for Porter Jr. When he's hitting these, you know he's feeling it.
Kicks it out to Wilson. And stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Waiters. Back to Porter. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
What a response by Mitchell. He takes those 3 points right back.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And Raleigh another 3.
Now, how about the ball movement there? Creates the opportunity. Nice decision there to send it out.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. It's a 5-point game. Porter with the steal. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Fry. Back to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses. Fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group.
The free throw line's a great way to see how confident our players feel.
Bangs on the trifecta. Markkanen's got 6.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Halliburton right side. Markkanen with it. Now defended by Williamson. Thompson for 3. Thompson with the 3.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Outside, Markkanen. Out to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Celtics. Over in the corner, Williamson. Halliburton looking around. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Boston. He witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here is Raleigh now. They trail by 1. Randall outside. To the paint. Here's Pattier. And Pattier throws it down.
Not a lot of guys with the size that Randall has can run the pick and roll. It's impressive how you can put him on either side of it.
Now Battier. Pass to Duckworth. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Duckworth's got his first points of the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And Randall throws it down.
What a well-placed screen by Randall. Not only helping the ball handler, but also making some room for himself.
Anunoby outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Adebayo throws it down.
You gotta love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Raleigh.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Picked by Randall.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Anunoby. Here is Porter. He's defended by Randall. Porter, no luck.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Back to Randall. Battier outside. Randall with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. On the clock. Battier for three. Boston trailing. Outside Porter. Richardson gets a wide open look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Well, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Here's Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Battier's shot good.
And good work by Battier. Staying flexible, taking what he can find.
Back to Harris. Kicks it out to Williamson. Waiters with the ball. Now defended by Randall. On the wing, Ewing. Miller with a wide open look. Julius Randle with the rebound. Raleigh leading by 3. Here's Duckworth. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Duckworth's got 4 this quarter.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fires the 3. And it's Pat missing. And it's Miller penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 1-point Raleigh lead.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raleigh on top, up by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Stolen by McDyess. Markkanen got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. Williamson right side. Williamson the screen. And it's Miller penetrating.
Look, when you attack inside, you give yourself a good chance to get to the line.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Raleigh.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
To take the lead. Rebounded by McDyess. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's Thompson. Mitchell outside. 4 on the clock. Raleigh needs to get off a shot. Markkanen. Not enough on that one as it misses. Richardson for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Richardson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Thompson outside. Pass to McDyess. And The dump by McDyess.
No one wants it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up a chance to make a statement.
Halliburton outside. Inside. And that one's good by Porter. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Yeah, he's got some excellent momentum going offensively, so they will look to keep getting him shots.
Inside, Klay Thompson.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. Wow, did you see that, Donovan Mitchell?
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
Stolen by Wilson. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Here's McDyess. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The line for 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making a second, and that ties the game up.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Anunoby. Holly with the rebound. Deflects the pass. Markkanen in the corner to take the lead. And it falls over the rim and in. And probably leads by 2.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Pass to Anunoby.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Mitchell with it. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Markkanen. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Boston. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Porter. The Celtics working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Richardson. Can't get the 3 to fall.
Yeah, with the game on the line. Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
Back to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Wilson. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment.
Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. And tonight, we've got Boston playing against Raleigh. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Go.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Pass to Divac. Back to Young. Outside, Aguirre. Just 5 to shoot. Wilson inside. And out of bounds. Raleigh will have it. Here's Raleigh now. And here is Mitchell. Out to Harris. Launches a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the floor spacing that Harris provides is a key part of his game.
Here's Thompson, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Harris. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Harris has got 5 now.
Well, I like seeing Harris be aggressive inside. He's more than capable of making you pay from that.
Back to Wilson. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Raleigh foul. Wilson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Young outside. Divac sets a screen. It's hauled in by Harris. Markkanen inside the line. Tries again. Out to Harris for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Raleigh. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Outside, Markkanen. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
Pass to Divac. Unloads. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
And what a pass from her right there. You love seeing this kind of team.
Fires for 3. And Raleigh another 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Raleigh.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And Raleigh another 3.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And Raleigh another 3.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And so it's Raleigh holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
The kick out to Young. Up again. Here's Jones. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jones has got his first points in this one. Here's Mitchell. Markkanen from outside. Trae Young grabs the miss. Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Harris has got 14.
Strong response by the veteran Harris, coming back with his own three, making a statement move.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. To the middle. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Raleigh leading by 17. Battier outside. Down low. Simmons. Pass to Pack. 6 on the shot clock. McDyess. Good.
Oh, what a feed right there. You gotta love the unselfish attitude.
Inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he places that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Driving inside. McDyess a screen. Pass to Simmons, to the paint, and the dunk by McDyess.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
And it's denied.
Look at that rim protection. He just erased that shot.
For Boston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Good on the second free throw. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Here's Pat. No scoring in this one. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. And Raleigh leads by 21.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Oh, great touch inside. She'll make them pay.
Here's Pat. From 17 feet out. And it's Raleigh with another.
Well, in addition to his low post scoring, Randall is also dangerous from the mid-range. Nice looking Jay there.
Celtics have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Into the lane. Randall outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Pack. Raleigh needs to get off a shot. Here's McDyess. And too long on the shot. Boston trails by 19. Now Divac. Back to Aguirre. Here's Divac. Back to Aguirre. Young for three. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Ali on top, up 19. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. That's good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
The shot by Divac. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And saw where he was on the floor and had no problem knocking that down from mid-range.
Bridges outside. To the inside. McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
Nice job by Bridges. Doesn't always get enough credit for his playmaking.
Young, right side. Stolen by McDyess. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Good on the triple. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Edgecombe with it. Into the lane. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lauri is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Here's Edgecombe. Markkanen pulls it in. Pass to Mitchell. Driving inside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
They get it back. Cummings can't hit. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Raleigh will get the first possession. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Harris. Outside, Markkanen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Williams gets the bucket.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Now, here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Wilson. And Ewing with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. Harris a screen. Raleigh moving the ball around. Clock at 4. Pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Ewing. And again, no good by Raleigh. Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Markkanen, good.
Well, equally gifted rolling to the rim as he is popping out for the jumper. Markkanen is the ideal pick-and-roll player.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Outside, Markkanen. And it's Raleigh with another.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
And here's Maravich for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Payne for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Picked by Markkanen. Down low. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Yeah, I like when he takes initiative like this. Seeing a lane open up and attacking it.
And out of bounds, Raleigh will have it. Raleigh trails by 3. Here's Mitchell, driving inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Chris Bosh.
After drawing contact, Mitchell shows great body control to finish.
The drive by Bain.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Desmond Bain getting it done for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they get.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Showing the strength and will to convert through contact. Now he gets a chance at the line for one more.
For Raleigh, they shot just one free throw, missing that one early.
Pretty easy to be the teammate of Tobias Harris. You can count on double digits from him most nights, and he doesn't need a ton of the ball to get there. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Left side, Bain. Baseline try. McDyess. Raleigh with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Harris outside. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Can't connect from short range. Here's Bain. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, he's a bona fide 20-point-per-game scorer. Desmond Bain's been terrific tonight. I'd keep going to him.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Maravich. It's tipped. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago.
Well, when Bain gets going, he can be a problem for defenses. He'll become a real force on the offensive end.
To the inside. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Inside. And the dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Mike?
Come to me. Let's go. Let's go right here. Check up. Help. 8-6. Oh! Watch him! I got ball! Hey, yo, right here! Hey! Pressure him up! 17-12. Oh, that in! Hey, yo, right